only on Christ 17 TV, back upside your head with another one. Today, we were lucky enough to have NFL on Saturdays. Chiefs pulled off the first game, but I want to talk about the second game. The battle for first place here. We got the Ravens and we got Pittsburgh. The final score is 34-17. Lamar looked good. They shut his running game down, but they couldn't stop King Henry. King Henry ran for about 168 yards. Lamar threw for 3 TDs, 1 pick. Ravens had a pick to the house, and I'm saying this. I'm gonna say this. That was a hell of a big win for them because Pittsburgh has owned Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson record versus his rivals, Pittsburgh was 1-8 in his whole career here. So this is not just big for the conference, of course, for your division win, but for your confidence if you got to see these guys in the playoffs. I mean, Mark Andrews has came alive in these last, 8-9 games. In the first 5 games, he didn't even have a TD pass. catch. He barely had any catches, any yards, but his weapon is back. And Flowers, oh my God, this kid Flowers is coming into his own now. Coming into his own. Russell Wilson did as good as he could without his boy Pickens. You need Pickens. Pickens is huge to Pittsburgh's offense. He's been doing it all year. You just throw it up there and Pickens going to go grab that ball. Today, though, at home, Henry was running through these holes, and nobody wants to get in front of a runaway freight train. You're making decisions for your health, business-wise. You don't want to be hurt and out for the year, and your contract year's up, and you hurt, and now you're not getting that big-ass sign. No. These boys kicked ass. 17-point win. They were favored by 7 points at home. All these games they've played have been one-score games until today. 17 points is the biggest any team has beat the other team by since Lamar has been on the Ravens. The defense stood up. Najee Harris got shut down, thank God, because I'm going against him in fantasy. Thank goodness they shut him down. Warren, it looks like Warren want to take Najee's job for the playoffs because Najee couldn't really do shit. But Warren was getting nice runs, some receiving yards. He looked good. Nice blocks on third down. He looked damn good. I think Warren should be the number 1 back over Najee Davis in the playoffs for Pittsburgh. That's just me looking at it, seeing it. I say, yeah, Warren is the fucking man. But Najee has his days, but not today. He's been shut down. He's been shut down the past few weeks. Fantasy-wise, game-wise, when they both lose these games. Russell threw a pick to the house right after Lamar had drove down, got the Ravens down in the red zone. It was first and 10 from maybe the 17 or 16. And instead of giving the ball back to Henry and see if Henry can run it in, because he had just ran it down there for 30 yards on one run. So you might as well feed the beast. Feed him. Keep feeding him. You're already up. You might as well keep feeding him until it's third down, and then you want to throw the ball, you throw the ball. That's what I'm saying. You just got to do what you got to do to keep the clock going, and worst case worst, you tack on a field goal. But Lamar threw that pick, and he ran it back to midfield. 2 plays later, Russell scrambling, tries to make a play, picks it runs it to the house. That was the biggest play in the whole ball game. At the very end, in the fourth quarter. So, Ravens look like they're gonna hold on to the division most likely. Pittsburgh's a little banged up and they're looking a little hurt. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. Pickens, they need that boy real bad because they really don't have anywhere else to throw the ball to. I'll be honest. And they're going to set up for the run and try to shut down the run every single time. Najee Davis is not doing shit. Warren was getting it in. Russell got sacked a few times. He trying to make shit happen. He had a good game. It was a very close game until the second half. And that's when the Ravens and Lamar Jackson and King Henry took over the fucking game and he went bonkers and started getting 10-yard runs like this. Nobody wants to tackle that guy. Once he gets going, nobody wants to get in front of him and tackle him. You don't want to get knocked out the game, concussion, you might get hurt trying to tackle that guy. He's so big, he's fucking dangerous. Playoffs are a couple weeks away. The Ravens are looking really good. I think the Ravens could beat the Chiefs this year. The Bills, the Ravens are the two teams this year who could dethrone the champs. And Mahomes did what Mahomes does. They beat the Texans, they shut down Mixon, and that's how they got their win. I think they're going to have the bye. But the Bills and Ravens are a major threat to that 3P, and I think it's going to be going down. It's going to be a hell of a fun playoffs. This is the team, too. This is a team that is going to be a sneaky good team in the playoffs, even though they just lost. The Broncos and also the fucking Chargers. Don't sleep on Jim Harbaugh, the way he coaches, the way he get his team ready for battle. Jim Harbaugh will have the Chargers ready. Peyton will have the Broncos ready. But how about Bo Nix in his rookie year? This kid is amazing, and he's just been doing a hell of a job. Even though they fell short, the Broncos defense fell apart in that second half versus the Chargers and let them come back and win that game. But like I said, this is going to be fun playoffs to watch. I can't wait. You got the Chiefs, you got the Bills, you got the Ravens, you got Pittsburgh, you got the Broncos, you got the Chargers. This is going to be fun. And you got Houston Texans, which they took a big blow losing Tank Dell. Dell knee got hit, and it's ugly. He's going to be gone for a long time. It was a horrible knee fucking injury that they didn't even want to show. When it happened, you could see his knee was like, the bone was like sideways, so that's not a good look. And we getting ready for this playoffs coming up in a couple more weeks after the new year, and I will be coming back from Vegas right before them playoffs. So, with all that being said, you got to hit that like, you got to hit that subscribe, because it won't cost you a dime. And please share my videos with all your friends and family. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Everybody be safe out here. And like I tell you every time around this time, playoffs are around the corner. And I can't wait to see what my Packers going to do. We ain't got to face 49ers this year. So now we're going to have to face either the Eagles, the Vikings, the Lions, or either Tampa Bay too. Tampa Bay and whoever comes out the West. Is it going to be the Rams? The Rams got Puka and Cup, and their defense is playing really good. So it's going to be a very fun playoff. So everybody get your popcorn, get your beer, get on the grill early, get your ribs going, get your chicken going, get your sides made, and sit down and get ready for some playoffs, everybody, because they're coming to a theater near you, or a living room near you, as I should say. So, with all that being said, Let's go Packers. Ravens kicked ass. King Henry ran over the steel curtain and stomped on the shit. With that being said, guys, I guess I'll be catching you guys on the flip side. Till next time, go Pack go.